Hello and welcome. I'm Elizabeth Mayer, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Southwest Victoria, Australia. I'd like to welcome you today to Christmas Spectacular number 2. Wow, I hope you all enjoyed our first spectacular, which was last Saturday, the 15th of October. Today's the 22nd of October 2022. So today I'm doing fun fold cards. So yeah, this one video might go a little bit longer than last week's, but I'll try and keep it down as quickly as I can, get it done for you as quickly as I can. Okay, just a little let you know first, the starter kit for the month of October to join Stampin' Up for $169. You can order $283 worth of extra products and get shipping free. Usually it's only $235. But for the month of October, you can get $283 worth of products. That's a lot of products for only $169. It's only available till the 31st of October, so that's only a week, about 9 days left. So, yep. If you want any details on this, I'll put there's a link in the description above, and also you can contact me and I will let you know all the details. All right, let's just get straight into it because I find fun fold cards take a long time to do. Well, I'm not that fast at doing them. Okay. This is card number 1. Doesn't look like a fun fold. There we go. Now the stamp set we're using the same stamp set, Decorated with Happiness. I'll be featuring Decorated with Happiness all the way through these next 4 weeks now, 3 weeks after today. So let's get going. So let's put our card up there. First off, I've got a piece of Mossy Meadow. A piece. Now, this is going to be a landscape card. I just remembered. I was never going to do a portrait. So this is a landscape card. We've got a piece of basic white and a piece of designer series paper. Now that designer series paper we will attach to our white. Hang on. I've got very vanilla. I've got basic white there, and it should be very vanilla. Let me grab a bit. I don't know how that came about. I am so sorry about that. I do not know how I put basic white in there. Goodness me. I did a lot of cutting the other week. Or the other day, I should say. Oh, and I'm putting this onto here. That's all right. It goes on here anyway. So we'll pop that one on here. I'm all fumbles today. Then we'll put our designer series paper on. TSP. there's that done. So that's that bit done. We'll put that one aside. Now we have another piece of Mossy Meadow, which I am going to fold in half, if I fold correctly. And burnish. And I don't even have my score tool here. I made sure that was sitting on my table. It's in my little basket with all my little knick-knacky things. Score that one. This is the piece that gets attached to the front of our card, just like that. We will come back to that piece. First off, we're going to do some stamping. I'm going to do the inside piece first. And we will use the sentiment, wishing you a season decorated with happiness and wonder. Now that fit on that one? Yes. I need a piece of grid paper to line it up, because this person here cannot line anything up straight. What I do is, because there's capitals in this sentiment, I line them up along the line, and I know then that it's straight. Well, it should be straight. We hope it's straight. Rightio. Now, where's my little piece of green, just so that I know I'm going to have it stamp it the right way. Just in the middle there. And there's still plenty of room to write your name and everything on the side there. And I'm just going to get, now that's done in real red, just going to get like the little snowflakes. And we'll get Mossy Meadow. And that grid paper. Now this grid paper is the small one from the, and it's used in the Stamparatus. And I'm just going to stamp some of the little ones just around there. Just up in the corners. Whoops. Coming over that one there. There we go. So that's our inside done. Look, got a bit of ink there. It's always the way. I always do that. Now I've got my cleaner just on the side here, just to clean my stamps. Okay, now for the front, we are going to be using the big leaf. The shading and the Christmas greetings. Lots of stamping on the front. So we'll get these onto some blocks. I hope you all did enjoy last week's cards, and I hope you've had a go at creating them. This stamp set's a beautiful stamp set. Okay, so we'll put our paper there. Now I'm going to ink up the large leaf. Now it doesn't matter if this goes off the edge. Yes, I got that all, but it should fit on. And let's just hope I don't get ink. I can see ink on my block there, so here we go. One's done. Now the shading, I'm using Mossy Meadow again, but I'm going to stamp off with this one, just so that it's not so dark. So we stamp off once. I don't want to get ink on the back of that. And come in. Now it's not a stamp set where things line up, so just be aware of that. It's all out of focus. And there's that done. Then I come in with our greeting, Christmas greetings, with the real red. Just down here in the corner. And then our little snowflakes or stars. Now this time I'm going to stamp these off. And just do, oh, it's going to stamp off again, thinking I'd inked up. Just do them just to fill in a bit of space. We don't have to go overboard though. Just to take a bit of the, oops. Just a little bit there, oops. And just a little bit there. That's enough, plenty. I've probably done a bit too much actually. Okay, so that's all our stamping done. So I'll close these up before I have ink everywhere. Knowing me, I'd have it all over me. All right, so we'll bring our card front back in. I'll get rid of that. We'll bring our piece of green back in. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to glue this on first and then put those ones on next. The reason being is just in case I've got a little bit of an overhang. So just on the back part. And now I'm lining up the base of the card, or this with the base of the card. So with the Mossy Meadow, so it's Mossy Meadow on Mossy Meadow, virtually. And try and get it the sides level. Lift it up to ensure the top is level. Oh, aren't I lucky? Usually I have overhang, bits hanging over, and I'm chopping them all off. So now we will put our insert in, middle in. This one is probably the simplest of the fun folds. I always start off quick and easy, with a quick and easy one I should say. Then our front piece. Now, where are my little red dots? So I've got little red rhinestones here. And I'm going to put one about there. I put one in the middle of that star actually. And we'll put one on that little dot there. And there we have our first fun fold card created. Now that's a nice quick and easy one. I'll just fold that back down there for the minute. There we go. Now it's sitting nice and flat. Now if you thought there's not enough space in there for me to write, you can easily place another piece of Very Vanilla on the back. Even put another little bit of, could even put a part of the leaf coming in on it, and you'd be able to write on the back. But there's your first fun fold card. Okay, so let's go with number 2. Okay, so for card number 2, this is it. Now, I should have said the first card's name, but I cannot remember what it is. This one I wrote down because I knew I wouldn't remember this one. This one is called a Joy Fold card. So this is it. Now, this one was done in Old Olive. I've done mine in Mossy Meadow. So most of today's cards will be in Mossy Meadow. So this is what we're creating today. So let me get on with it. So I've already scored my card. So, and I'm using thick basic white for the card base. So that's our base card, that one. And then we have the other little piece, which is this piece here. This is also in thick basic white. And I've scored that as well. So as you see, these will get attached like this. Okay. Now, for the layer, for the bigger part here, I have got Mossy Meadow, then just your normal basic white, which will attach to that there, and then your designer series paper. So we will put all these ones together. As I said last week, it's not long till Christmas now. Just think, tomorrow, because Christmas is on a Sunday this year. I had to ask my husband the other day, what day's Christmas on? Trying to organise my end of year things and family and everything. So there's our base one done. So that can go straight in. I'll pop that one straight in. This is another quick, well, sort of quick, but it's not that hard, this card. And that's what I like. A fun fold that's not too difficult. Okay, so now for our front little panel here. Just squashy that one bit down. We have, again, Mossy Meadow. Just normal basic white. I mainly only use the thick for the card bases, unless I've run out. And then our designer paper again, DSP. The DSP I'm using is the Boughs of Holly designer series paper. It is very beautiful, lovely. And then I usually open them up to do that. And here we go, pop that on there. Just fold that there. Right, we're finished with that one. Now, what we will do with our second little foldy piece, I also have Mossy Meadow and Basic White. And the Basic White is what we stamp on. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to knock you there. So we'll do the insert piece first. And we will be putting in Christmas greetings as our greeting. I mainly just used the greetings out of the Decorated with Happiness stamp set. Now I'm putting my greeting right up the very top so that you have plenty of room to write your sentiment. Close that one up for the moment. I will bring in Mossy Meadow along with just this little leafy one here. He's a tiny one, he fits on the tiny block. And what I'm going to do is just, whoops. bring him in down from the corner. So I'm going to do one stamp and then come straight in again and stamp again. And I'll do the same on this side. Straight in, full strength, and then come off and do second. And there's our greeting done. I'll put this to our Mossy Meadow layer. I think I'm starting to run out of glue here. I hope not, because my glue is on the other side of the room. Oops, got a bit screw whiffy here. This is the one good thing with the liquid glue. If you're a bit offline, you can always level it up. So there's the inside of our card done. Now for the front. I've got the right piece of card here. Pretty sure I have. Oh yes, it just didn't look right. Using our real red again. See, I have muck-ups too. I do muck up a lot with my stamping. And we're using the Wishing You a Season decorated with happiness and wonder. So that's that one done. Shut up the red, so we're finished with that. Bring in our Mossy Meadow, and we're bringing in the large leaf stamp set again. Now I'm just stamping full on with this one. Oh goodness. And just coming in on the side. Beautiful. And on this one as well. See, no ink got on that one there, so I'll sort of come in on this side. Because you've got to remember this is the front of the card, so there's no writing on this piece. And there we have it. That one's done. Let's close this ink up before I get my hands in it. As usual. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, so this one can now be attached. Whoops, got my finger attached to it there. Okay, so let us join all this together. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to attach the base card first, and that just gets attached into the centre. So just, it's very similar to the other card, but this one has the extra fold into it. So we attach that in the centre of our base. just looking to make sure I don't have any glue on my hands. So before I punch it all down, push it all down, then we'll put our insert in. That's a bit screw with. Bit. Bring my bone folder back in, and now we will attach our top piece. Not doing too bad with getting them level today. Usually I have one up and then one side up and one side down. So there's our Joyfold card. Now to put some dimensionals on it. And I just popped them, well, on the first card, I think I went a bit too many. I said to my husband, have I got too many? He's going, I'm sitting and I'm going, well, have I? Or have I not? He couldn't give me a definite answer. But I thought, nah. At first I thought, yeah, I had. Then I thought, nah. But as I said, as they say, who cares how many embellishments you have? Oops, this little fella doesn't want to get on. There we go. And there's our card done. I'll just pop that one down again. Now, if you didn't like this sitting up, you could make a little, excuse me, oh, excuse me, you could make a little belly band or make a little band with a ribbon around it. Now, that would be lovely. But I'm happy with that. So there is card number 2 complete. So let's get on to card number 3. Okay, for card number 3, I thought so let me step back here a bit. When I came up in my head what fun folds I wanted to do, you know, and had a hunt around on Pinterest, and that's where I get a lot of my ideas from, what ones I wanted to do, I came up with the 3 and I thought, yep, start simple to hard. I think I've picked out all simple ones today because I think we're going to be through with this within the hour or just right on the hour. But anyway, here's another one. The only stamping in this one is on our banner here. This is called a bookbinding card. Now, I've done this one in Garden Green, but I'm going to do mine today in Mossy Meadow. So the only stamping we've got to do is our little banner here, which we'll do first and get it out of the way, I think. Lasting label punch from memory. Let me look that up. I'm pretty sure it's lasting label punch. Goodness me. I usually have the names on them, on the punches. Must be in the annual catalogue. pretty sure it's lasting label. What do? Go past the punches, as you always do. Here we go. Nope. I can't even find it in the annual catalogue. Must be in the Christmas one. I know it's one I haven't long purchased, so goodness me, where are you hiding? We'll find it, don't you worry about that. Because if I haven't got a name on it, I haven't long purchased it. So that's how it is. So I'm trying to think just recently what I purchased. Do you think I can? Nope. I'm hopeless when it comes to things like that. I usually have to cross them off in the catalogue too, so that I don't repurchase again. Because, yep, I've purchased a couple of stuff, bought stuff and then gone, oh, I've already got that. Goodness me, I can't find it. That's a shocker for me. I know I've only just purchased it. I want to give you the name of it. Please just bear with me. You'll be staring me right in the face anyway. I told you, lasting labels. And it comes with the Lovely and Lasting bundle. So no wonder, because that's my card class for October. The Lovely and Lasting bundle, or stamp kit. So no wonder I couldn't think of the name of it. Goodness me. Anyway, let's get back to it. Oh, heavens. Okay, so we need a little scrap of basic white with our sentiment, and I might do it in Mossy Meadow. Stamp it in Mossy Meadow. Rather than wonder how far up to put my sentiment, I'm going to punch this out. There we go. And that way then that's done. I know how far to put it in. Come on, off you come. That's a good boy. That's all the stamping. How funny is that one? We'll put him aside. Okay, so let's get on with our card. Now this is thick basic white, and I've already scored it. So we score it this way first, the short one first. And then bring the next one over. I didn't line that up too good, did I? Got a bit of an overhang there. We can fix that one up. Right, so first off we're going to do is we're going to work on this little panel here. So I've got a piece of Mossy Meadow and a piece of the Designer Series paper. So we will attach those two first. Come on, out you come. Now next week's Spectacular 3, I had planned to do tags, gift tags next, Christmas gift tags, but I've changed my mind. As we all do, change our minds. I'm going to do the gift bags. Then the 4th week will be gift boxes. And the 5th week will be the gift tags. The reason being I changed it around was because I thought, well, you've got your products, you're going to need some gift tags. So I thought we'll do the gift tags last. So we will attach this little piece here to this tiny little panel here. Like that. Now, this little panel here does get glued down. I folded that one the wrong way. Didn't I? No wonder it wasn't sitting properly, because I folded it the wrong way. Dummy me. Right, so that's how it turns out to be, like a little book. So you've got your binding part here, and then there's the opening. Now, people wrap ribbon right around. They've glued that bit there down. So then they wrap their ribbon right around. I'm not doing that. No. Well, that's how I've seen it being done. But I'm not doing mine. I've got the old olive ribbon here. And I am going to wrap mine around this way before I glue that down. Now, anybody who's watched me know I cannot do bows. Cannot do one little single bow. So what do? I get my ribbon and I wrap around, get the measurement I want. Chop it off. Then I come back, line it all up nicely. And just get a little bit of sticky tape. If I can get it without rocking you people, because it's holding my phone stand in place. So I sticky tape that first one. Then I come and bring in the next one. Have a look at it. Could be a little bit more central. You can glue it down. I'll get the sticky tape with the two hands this time, and I may not rock you so much. I'll turn it back, check on it. put my tape on. Then I'm just going to glue this here, and I'll go over the ribbon too. And glue that down. Now, if you can tie a bow while the ribbon is still on the reel, go for it. Do it that way. But I do struggle with bows. That's the one fault I do have. I cannot tie a bow. We'll come back and do the bow. Okay. Now, I have a little strip of Designer Series paper, and that will go in here. Now, I cut mine longer. I always do, so that I can trim it off. I prefer to cut it longer, so I know I have enough. And I just put a bit of glue just down the bottom. Sort of just lining it up there. And popping that on. I think it's this card that's going to take the longest to create. It doesn't look hard, but it's being a little pest, so to speak. Okay, so at the front is our mossy meadow. Look at that. That could be used any time of the year. Use that for Christmas. Use that for a male birthday card. Attach our DSP. On there. Can't do that white on white, that's for sure. I'm done with the stamping now anyway, that's better. Attach this one to the front. It's coming all together now. Gee, I am in need of some glue. There we go. And all we do now is put our sentiment up onto dimensionals. Now, not too far close to the edges. That one might be, but we'll get away with him. We'll work around that one because I have more stuff to go on. We'll pop him there in the middle. And now for our die cuts, which I have already die cutted, but of course our duvers didn't get punched out, did they? This is where the take a pick tool comes in very handy. Sometimes you're able to just flick them and they will fly off out, and sometimes they don't. Like that one. Oh, I've got 3 down the bottom, for heaven's sake. Get out. Now, these will probably be too long. So I will be cutting them down. Probably cut it down about there. And then that just pop him there. I'm just doing a dry run first to ensure that Actually, I might take that whole bit there off. Oh, come on. It's one of those days today, ladies. Because I needed him to stay in the middle of the card. So I might do that with the gold one here as well. Just see. Yep. That's better. Now to get these ones out. Sometimes I find the Pierce mat is good for that too. I just put it on here and then just poke it all the way through. Poke it and lift it, and sometimes I just stick to the back and you just flick them off. There's also a brush that you can use, which isn't handy for me at the moment, otherwise I would be using it. I'm just rearranging my whole office here to try and give me a bit more room. Everything seems to get jammed into this room. I think the golder ones are harder to separate, get rid of. Oh, come on, please. Sorry, I didn't have this done beforehand. This is what happens. This is what happens when you die cut. I should say, now you see what happens when you die cut. Little pieces like this just don't want to come out. We'll just chuck them on the floor. I'll clean up afterwards, as I always do. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on here, just to tuck him in underneath there. And I'll come back and I might put some glue dots underneath those ones. This one will tuck in there. It's mainly just on the stem part I'm putting it. Drop this one off here. Yay! Nothing to punch out on this one. This one that side there. Oh yes, I do. Oh no, here we go again. Oh. These things are meant to try us, ladies. Oh. At least there wasn't that many on that one. Put that one under there. And then I have a little bag with lots of these that I have cut out. Other designs that I've used, and I have cut out just the little ones. So, that's not mossy meadow, that's garden green, evening evergreen, but we might be able to get away with it. A little bit of darker bit won't matter all that much. I don't want the light one. got another dark little one. Only want another one. Here we go. I don't need all these. So we'll pop one there. One sitting over the greenery. Green one. And I know this is evening evergreen. I mustn't have any mossy meadow ones done, but that's all right. One hanging, have him hanging there. I'll do this one hanging down there as well. And this one just there. So that's those ones. Now we'll come in with my ribbon. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see how we go. I do have a little bow jig, as some people call them, but goodness knows where that is at the moment. As I said, I moved a few things the other day and that one's a bit better. Now, I don't need too big a bow. This is where the trouble happens with me when I'm getting them to the certain size that I want. And then I have one side that's too big and one side that's too small, and it's all lopsided. That will do. Glue dots. That's the messy side. There's always a messy side with bow tying in with me. Oh, look at that. See? Oh no, I think I've just twirled it round the wrong way. There we go, I did that myself. Right, scissors, where are they? Here they are. Now to make that even a bit more stable, the ribbon, I might push a glue dot just right underneath where the ribbon is, so that that's holding it all into place. Okay, now for our red rhinestones. Now these are real red rhinestones, so one there. Now the secret with putting rhinestones on is, especially if you're using like 3, is to put them into a triangle. I know what I meant to do there on the base of our thingy-bob there. Let me get it. I meant to get my sponge dauber. Oops. Got to find it now. See how this one goes. I know I've got some spare ones flying around here somewhere. And here they are. I knew they were on the floor in a box, as stuff always is. Just when you need it, you know, you find it on the floor in a box. If you've lost something, Look in the box that's on the floor. Now let me just see if I can. I just wanted to put a bit of edging around that. Let me see if I can just sort of. Just not the best edging I usually do. I usually do it before I adhere it down. Oh, the top bit's better than the bottom bit. Now, if I've got enough over here, I will just show you what I was meaning when I said I usually do it before I adhere it down. So I've got my punch, I've stamped on it, done the, put the greeting on it, and then I go around. Get into all the little nooks and crannies. And edge it like that. So it'd look like that with the sentiment on it. That's how I usually do them. But I forgot this time. But we've got a bit of edging on it, a bit of colour on it. Okay, so there's our third and final fun fold card done. Wow. I hope you all have enjoyed the fun fold cards. I'll just get rid of some of this little bits and pieces and dots and excuse me. And I will bring in the other ones. So we'll start off with number 1. I cannot remember what the name of this one is. Oh, pardon me. So that one comes up like that. That's card number 1. Card number 2 is a Joy Fold card. Like that. And card number 3 is our book binding card. So ladies, or everyone, I hope you have enjoyed today's fun fold cards. Now, for the special deal for this week coming, yes, I have another special. For any orders of $75 or more before shipping, placed in my online store. I had to think the word I was looking for there. So any orders $75 or more before shipping placed through my online store from today, the 22nd, until Wednesday, the 26th of October, which is my son's birthday. He's 22. That's my baby, 22. Goodness me. You will receive a handmade thank you card. I sidetrack here. You will receive a handmade thank you card, and I will also give you the kit and the directions on how to create these 3 fun fold cards. So just let me repeat that again. That is a $75 or more order before shipping, placed through my online store from today, the 22nd of October 2022, until Wednesday, the 26th of October 2022, you will receive a handmade thank you card and the card kit to create these cards along with the instructions on how to create them. Now, if for instance you don't want to place the order online, you'd prefer to do it through me, that's totally fine. My phone number is in the description, so just give me a call, and if it's between those two dates, the 22nd of October and Wednesday the 26th of October, you will receive the kit and the thank you card from me. So until next week, which will be the 29th of October, and as I said, I'll be doing gift bags. I'm thinking of 3 different sizes. One might use a whole 12 by 12 sheet. I know I've got a little one. Yep. Yes, I've got to get onto them this week. Make sure they work out all right. Anyway, until next week, Saturday the 29th of October 2022. I hope to catch you all then. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it greatly. And I hope to see you all again next week. Thank you a lot. Bye for now.